New for you this morning, the U.S. Department of Agriculture hosted a roundtable discussion this week to talk about the challenges that farm workers face when working here in Idaho.
Well, that has to do with housing, and our Brenda Rodriguez joins us now to tell us more.
Well, the main topic of discussion was affordable housing for farm workers with the rising cost of housing, gas, groceries, and so much more. Making sure that farm workers have a place to call home is top of mind for the USDA and local stakeholders. Agriculture is a key part of Idaho's economy.
We're the second fastest growing state in the nation. We're the third largest ag producing state in the West. We have many food processing workers, meat packers.
A large part of the workforce is made up of seasonal and migrant farm workers.
Not many people make the connection between the food that they have on their table and the actual people that do the hard work of getting that food to their table.
During harvest season, farm workers take up temporary residences and travel from different countries to work for a farm. They are an essential part of Idaho's economy, but are one of the lowest paid groups of workers. USDA Rural Development Idaho State Director Rudy Soto says this presents challenges.
The challenges with rising interest rates and costs that have been soaring, it's really been pricing people out, making it hard for folks to make ends meet.
And making sure that they are properly housed is a goal for the Department of Agriculture.
In order for us to think about the resilience, not only of the food that is at one's table, but those that produce the food and bring the food to the table, is how are they housed? How are we thinking about their well-being?
On Monday, the USDA met with local stakeholders to address farm worker housing needs.
Our conversation today is visiting from DC, is hearing from those that work directly in farm worker housing, and also those that could give us better advice on how we can serve the housing needs of our farm workers. You can bring in everything from federal funds into local funds.
Another topic of discussion was the available resources for farm workers in Idaho.
Equally important is to learn directly from our Idahoans, but at the same time, I think it's important to let them know we have resources, we have granting, we have funding. It allows to increase the resilience of these communities.
Overall, the goal of the meeting is to make sure that our Idaho farm workers have a safe and comfortable place for their families.
People want a space to be able to, spend that quality time with their family in a way that is comfortable, that gives them a sense of security, that will inspire them to pursue prosperity so they can lift up their families and their communities and our state and our country.
And also at the roundtable, the USDA announced their $1 million investment in a new healthcare facility in Rigby. And this facility is going to help with their growing population as well with their farm working and migrant community out there as well.